Hey guys, Malika here from Malika Semper Astrology. And as we finish out this year, 2022, we're kind of going out with a bang because this week we have Mercury stationing retrograde. That is coming in on the 29th on Thursday at 1:32 a.m. Pacific time. And it's happening at 24 degrees of Capricorn. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to look at your own personal charts and find 24 degrees of Capricorn in your natal chart. See what house it's moving seemingly backwards through. That is the area of life that you are being asked to revisit at the end of this year, and even in going into the new year as well. Mercury stays retrograde well into January of 2023. So plug in 24 degrees of Capricorn and just see what house it's activating in your own natal chart. It's almost like a last minute cleanup of that area of your life. In that area of your life, you're asked to slow down, to revisit things of the past. So for example, if 24 degrees of Capricorn is in your seventh house, you're revisiting relationships. You're being asked to look at past relationships and sort of close things up that were left open, or, put a period at the end of the sentence finally. Mercury in Capricorn is very direct. It wants to know what to expect, what the plan is. Mercury in Capricorn always has a plan. Mercury in Capricorn shows up very prepared, doesn't like to be caught off guard. So with Mercury going retrograde through this very prestigious sign, it could be a little bit frustrating. And this is going to affect Capricorns the most, but also Aries and Libra and Cancer is going to be mostly affected by this particular Mercury retrograde, especially if you have planets around that 24-degree marker: Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. Okay, so it is a time to slow down and just read the fine print. Double check your alarms, make sure they're set. When you make plans, allow some space for plans to change, which is hard for Capricorn because Capricorn likes things cemented, likes things, if we say we're going to do something, we show up and do it. So it's a practice of letting go, in a sense, when Mercury is retrograde, especially in Capricorn. It's the practice of recognizing that things aren't always cemented and solidified, and how to go with the flow when Mercury is retrograde. Now, the other piece to this is that the very next day, on Friday, December 30th, Mercury is moving backwards, seemingly, and meets up with the planet Venus. So when Mercury and Venus are conjunct, this is generally a time of sweet words, words of affirmation. The love language is really highlighted and picked up, especially in relationships. There's a lot of room to smooth things over and to give forgiveness and seek forgiveness, and words matter. Words of love really have a great soothing effect. However, Mercury's going retrograde, remember? So a retrograde Mercury is meeting up with Venus. So this is a time at the end of this year, and this is happening till right into the 1st of January. It's a time where we are now revisiting things that were said, words that were spoken in relationships. So conversations you had with loved ones, between friends, between lovers, we're revisiting that. We're thinking about what was said to us, what we said to others, and there is an opportunity to clean things up in that retrospect as well. Okay. Whether you need to ask forgiveness, whether you need to apologize yourself, whether you need to have clearer communications, we're looking at that, okay, at the end of this year too. So Thursday, December 29th, Mercury stations retrograde, and she'll be retrograde for approximately 6 weeks. And then the very next day, Friday, December 30th, Mercury is meeting up with Venus. So it's a time to really look at relationships and things that were communicated there within. or perhaps not communicated there within and need to be. Okay, so it's a cleanup of this year, a revisitation before the year is through. So enjoy this, look where it lands in your own chart. Remember 24 degrees Capricorn, and that'll give you a clue as to what area of life you're being asked to pay extra attention to and revisit. All right, take good care, you guys.